Alrighty, on this episode we're going to talk about creating a strong password. So many people use very simple passwords or their pet names, and we don't want to do that. It's very easy to create a very strong password, and I'm going to show you how. So what we do is we take a song, a Bible verse, a phrase, a lyric, something that you'll remember, some kind of phrase, and we take the first letter from each item in that phrase. So for example, we'll find a needle in a haystack. So we're going to type that out, and we're going to take the first letter from each item in that. So a needle in a haystack. Now, what we want to do, this is a pretty good password as it is. It's not a word, so it's not going to be easily guessed. And so you see how we did that. We just, again, took the first letter from each word in that phrase. You recite that to yourself, and that's your password. After about the first week of doing this, you won't even think of it as a phrase anymore. You'll be able to type just the word. Now we're going to make this a little bit more complicated. We want to add some numbers, and then we'll even get even more crazy and add some special characters to it. So if we want to add numbers to this, everybody always puts the 1 at the end of it. We don't want to do that. What we're going to do is convert some of the letters that look similar to numbers into those numbers. So in this case, the 1 we can change into an I. You see how the 1 and the I can be similar to each other. Some people do L's and I's. It doesn't really matter as long as you remember that the 1 became an I. The I became a 1. So you can do that. Right here, there's not many more examples. The 5 we could change to, the S we could change to a 5 if we wanted to, and that would have the same effect. Now you see this is a pretty strong cryptic password, AN1AH5. Now, you tell that to somebody, and they're going to be like, how the hell do you remember that? Well, it's a needle in a haystack. So we're going to change this back for just a moment. Other examples of things that you can change, it's not limited to this, but you can do E can become 3. You see how it's just a backwards E. Obviously 1 or L or I are all interchangeable. Another one that's O can become 0. So you can change. So if you have an E or an O, you can change them to a 3 or a 0. And lastly, throwing in special characters, which, this is being really secure, which is always good to do. Most people don't do this, but if you wanted to be extra secure, you can use the special characters. When I say special characters, I mean the 1 through 0 across the top if you hit shift, so the exclamation, pound, $, etc. We are going to change this, the S, into a $. You see how the S converts very nicely into a $. So here we have a very strong cryptic password that nobody is going to be able to guess, that after about a week of typing to yourself, just reciting it to yourself will be very easy for you to type. It'll be just like typing in your name. Do this for your passwords. Just give it a try for a week, and I think that you'll find that it's a very effective way of creating very strong passwords. A needle in a haystack. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, PcComputerGuy, 317-536-8409, or nick@PcComputerGuy.com.